A day following the match against Bournemouth, one must ponder whether it was merely a game of chance, a subpar performance, or a fortunate outcome. In my view, it encompassed elements of all three, and it appears that we have experienced a modicum of luck this season. As we approached the fixture against Bournemouth, the prevailing sentiment among Tottenham supporters was one of pessimism, with many predicting a loss, some even suggesting a scoreline of 3-0 in favour of Bournemouth, a team currently in good form under an impressive manager. Ultimately, our team, Tottenham Hotspur, managed to secure a draw, which was well-deserved. As a fan, I find myself increasingly fatigued by the opinions of certain football pundits on platforms like YouTube. Many of them seem indecisive, often contradicting themselves regarding the team's performance. However, one consistent desire among them appears to be the dismissal of the manager, regardless of whether the team wins, loses, or draws. They frequently call for changes in personnel, expressing dissatisfaction with the current squad. It is disheartening to witness such behavior from fans who attend matches. The atmosphere during the recent game was quite poor and, frankly, unacceptable. If this negativity persists into our upcoming match on Thursday, it could hinder our chances of achieving the results necessary to advance in Europe. I sincerely hope that both the players and the manager can secure a positive outcome, especially considering the challenges they have faced this season, including injuries and negative press. While I acknowledge that the performance against Bournemouth was not exemplary, it is important to recognize that the same few players consistently make critical errors that impact our results. Our so-called best defender returned to the lineup and nearly presented Bournemouth with two clear opportunities, which is somewhat understandable given his lengthy absence of over 4 months. Nevertheless, the team demonstrated resilience in securing a draw, particularly in light of some of our earlier performances this season. Regarding the future, I believe there may need to be a managerial change in the summer. However, I do not support the idea of appointing Areola, as I do not consider him to be the right fit for our club or capable of leading us to success. It is my belief that the ideal candidate for the managerial position should be someone who has already secured a trophy and possesses a strong track record in European football. This is merely my perspective. It would be illogical to take another risk on a manager unless, for instance, Bournemouth qualifies for European competition next season, and the manager successfully navigates them through the tournament while managing the demands of playing 2 to 3 matches per week. In such a scenario, he may indeed prove to be a suitable choice. Consider the situation with Big Ange. Had he been appointed yesterday, he would likely have faced significant criticism following a match at the stadium. To me, the location of the match, whether home or away, holds little significance. If a team is in the lead, the possibility of losing is always present, and history shows that most managers require 2 to 3 seasons to establish their preferred style of play, which often involves player changes. A pertinent example is South London FC, where the manager took 2.5 seasons to realize the team's potential, culminating in 2 consecutive second-place finishes in the league. This season may yield similar results. I am not suggesting that the same outcome will occur for Big Ange. To date, he has only integrated 8 to 10 players of his own, and fans are anticipating the return of injured players to perform at their optimal level immediately. A case in point is Odegaard, who had a 60-40 game, but was deemed insufficient by some fans, overlooking the fact that many players are still adjusting to the demands of a full 90.